Okay, here we are. We are live. Hello, good evening, good afternoon. It's Wiola Diamondheart here. Today, I'll be talking about of course, Urban Retreat number 4, the 4th edition, The Lightness of Being, which is going to be very, very, very soon on the 28th of September at College House in West London. And today I have a very special guest, beautiful lady that is going to talk about the modality that is working miracles all over the world and is getting more and more and more known. But that she will say more about that, as she is very well equipped, beautiful. So let me welcome extraordinary Carolyn Wade. There she is. She's waiting for me already. Hello, good evening, beautiful.
Good evening. It's the end of August. Where's this? The summer's gone by too quick.
A little bit too quick, but here we are enjoying and celebrating. We just had a fabulous bank holiday here, and I'm sure like everyone had a fantastic time. But things are getting there, and we are celebrating, we are enjoying, we are getting here and there, or we are getting out from our own lives. But also there are like so many beautiful modalities like yours, Caroline. But before we go into the 9D breathwork, for which I am truly, truly excited, would you be able to introduce yourself? What are you doing, American, living in the UK, and sharing that bountiful modality or modalities that you are actually
exactly multi-modalities. My title is a self-care therapist, so I call myself a self-carapist. And all of my modalities are ones that I'm coaching and teaching my clients how to reset their nervous system. How are we clearing out low frequency emotions, be it using the breath, it could be using some of the energy work or biomagnetism. And then latest is my passion with the human garage, fascia maneuvers. But the aim is everybody that works and does some kind of collaboration with me, they are connecting with their body in a whole nother way and being able to reset the nervous system. When we have little people that lose their stuff or get short-tempered or we run out of time on a deadline, it says, wait a minute, what can I do with my own, resources and not having to carry anything that doesn't serve us?
You're talking my language.
Exactly. Keep cleaning that house. At the end of the day, it's all about making memories and enjoying life. Yeah.
Making memories and enjoy life. But how can we really, like that honestly, in our true self, in our true being, enjoy life truly, fully, and be in our true self when sometimes, if not most of the times, we are run by our subconscious programs or the dramas and traumas that we experienced before in our lives. And yes, you come with your modalities. How would that be with that living in alignment, as I always say it? How would this work with the 9D breath work?
So for me, the 9D breath work is giving people new connection with their breath. First off, we are using some of it can be low frequency, low self-regulating breath work. So it might be a breathe in 5, exhale 5, just get a balanced breath. It might be breathing into the count of 4, holding it for 7, exhale for 8. Anytime you can't go to sleep, the 4, 7, 8.
4, 7, 8. Let's try that.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I'm kind of like very practical. I've done lots of theories, lots of trainings. It's just like you name it, I've done it. So it's just like at the tip of the finger. But for many people, this is like kind of like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. 4, 5, 7, 9.
I love it. I love the challenge.
Let's do the challenge. Let's get into the breathing.
So I think first take your hands and just put them onto the belly, because we want to be breathing in low, slow, and deep. Or if you need an acronym, you can think of it as LSD. And no, we're not going to take a joy ride. We're going to be able to calm our nervous system, but it's a low, slow, and deep breath in. We breathe in through the nose. We're going to breathe to count to 4. So we breathe in 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now exhale. 8. Exhaling out through the nose or the mouth, which is ever easier. Yep. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it in again through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's the aim anytime our exhale is longer than the inhale. Exactly. And even just for me saying that at that pace, even though I'm hot, the body in the end of the day is just brain as well. If they feel safe, then we can calm the nervous system down. If we're constantly in a fight flight, our cortisol, our adrenal gland puts so much cortisol into the body, and then we can't rest and digest at night. And then our brain is busy all day long and we're running on caffeine. So it's finding, how do we take time to reset our nervous system? And to me, the power of breath is so powerful. So yeah, people go, what is 9D? Why do you call it 9D? So
yeah, but it's like coming back. Sorry, Caroline, because it's like I can say like about this experience for me, even though I teach Kundalini yoga, I do the breath work and so on. This is another modality, and it's like really, it's like we've done two rounds of that breath. And for everyone listening, or those right now, and everyone who will be listening on the recorded version, would you be able, Caroline, to actually have this exercise? I don't write it down.
Yeah.
Like, for what is that? Like that segmented breath first, and holding, and then exhaling through the nose. What happened to me? It's like, it's like straight away. It's like very kind of focus moment, even though like I know that I am live and I'll be so on. So I got to kind of feel cool, but it's like I got like very high quite quickly and a little bit dizzy.
Yep.
Because like the inhale wasn't long enough to the first thing that I've done, and it made me like, ooh, going to pass out in a moment. Which on its own gives you actually quite feeling of high, if you like, but the nervous system like really settles down, especially for all those people that are very tense, that you have like million things to do, that you are with this HD mindset, or stressed through different modules of life, if you like it. This breath is like, I could, it's like really, really lovely. Even those two extended moments, like to have
what I can offer, because I've actually done 4 different breath exercises, and that's one of them. I've actually got it's a Thinkific little app, which is for free. So if people just, we can maybe put the link below when we put this onto the YouTube, and then people can just basically log in and do the application, and they can have that. And it's got an audio, a visual, and then a written text. So it explains all of it. I got you.
Absolutely beautiful. That would be so lovely. Thank you so much for this tip. It's like sharing is caring. And I always think like when we give those little nuggets, they are the game changers in many, many lives.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's, how I've come into my self-care therapist is also at the beginning, I'm a mother and my son had asthma. So before I took any of the certifications as a breath coach, I became a mother coach. And when he had his asthma, and it's how I remained calm, but also how could I teach him to connect with that breath or the restriction, but not to come at it with fear. There's tension in the body. So it's for him, it was becoming aware. Stress, allergies, pollen, dust, all of those things that might trigger, and for him to know how to calm himself down. So breath is so magical. And I think statistically, maybe it's 80% of the world are dysfunctional breathers. 99% of the time we should be breathing through our nose.
That's
However,
right. That's right. But
when we do the 9D, that's going to be the difference, is that you will be experiencing, we will do an open breathing session through the mouth. So with all of the oxygen that we're bringing in, and as you experienced it, you've probably had shallow breathing today. When we go to do a breath hold, what's happening is your CO2 levels increasing. And that does give you a little bit of, a coffee, but no caffeine side effect.
I love those moments. I love it. It's just like that, living in that ecstatic way of being. And when you know that you can get this kind of high in a natural way, it's like really stop to any drugs or caffeine or some other stimulants that we might be using in order to lift our energy up or awaken ourselves to some kind of state to be able to function well.
Exactly.
Yes, but what is the 9D breath work, Caroline? Because we are talking about everything else.
When people join us at the urban retreat, and I love it because it's really, we're going to be creating, it is only a one-day event, but they will feel like they've gone away out of the city. I mean, the Colette House, it's a listed building. It is beautiful. All the wooden floor, it sets the scene. So when people come and we go to do 9D, we're going to have the latest in the form of headsets. I won't put it on because then I can't hear you speak. But with the headsets, we'll be bringing in 9 dimensions of sound. That's what the 9D. So it's a mix of sound and, how should I put it? It's a mix of sound systems, frequencies that have a calming effect through the music. So we've got binaural beats, we've got 432 hertz, so for frequencies. It will have a guided, and then a sample breather in the background. And to me, when we've got the sounds like a bioacoustics, it's so powerful that my Aura Ring, when I'm picking what's the next journey that I'm going to host, for September, October, for future events, I'm just listening to the lyrics, listening to the sound. I'm not even doing the breathing, but the binaural beats and the frequencies, my body thinks I'm in a meditation mode. So when we can create a soft and comfortable, safe space, then our breathing, we can go deeper into the body where we may hold low frequency emotions or trauma. And when we've got a breath hold, we may have one scream, maybe 2. That somatic release in the body says, okay, what do I need to get rid of today? And we do.
I love this. I'm not so fond on breathing, as you know, because it's very challenging for me. And so on and all those, even though I've done those 12 weeks course and stuff, it was like many different sessions, which many of them I repeated. And you know what I found out, Caroline? When I was doing one of the sessions, and for example, the first session, I went into the deep, let's say, anger, fury, like I didn't like it. The mind was kicking in and I was like, blah, 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 whatever. But anyway, I went through that because I'm a warrior, I'm a master. So who is there to tell me I can't do it? And so I went through that phase. And then, of course, the tears and screams, the screams are great. But, my neighbors, oh my God. Anyway.
That's what you use, hello. Don't worry. Don't let the neighbors.
No, I use the pillows and stuff, but that's the thing with the screams. So releasing, and it's so beautiful. And then I was thinking about kind of like, okay, that session, especially about the ancestors. I do remember this one, and the one very powerful that I think I am enough, or something about the law of 5. What was that? 5
primary traumas.
5 primary traumas, like you are rejected, you are not loved, and so and so and so. Yep. And I repeat them over and over and again. And it's like, especially with the ancestors, they were the one that I was coming back through because I didn't like the way my ancestors looked. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not having beggars here. So it was challenging. So, but anyway, I went through with all the stories with the beggars. Then the next day I did again, and then came up as knights. And I was like, oh, now I like it more.
That
And
fits your diamond heart name exactly.
then I did again, I did again. So I've done that story. So as if with the same theme, the same music, the same of leadership, with the same breath and so on, I was like tapping to another dimension, another dimension. And when they came as the kings and queens, I was like, oh, wow. So like kind of like being nourished from that story, and then stepping into this beautiful, like kind of, alignment. And okay, this is enough. Like I've done the work now, so I am ready to move through, instead of staying like kind of locked on, oh my God, my family or my generations, they were beggars. Of course they were, in one way or another, but there were also other stories. So it is so lovely to have all of those different modalities over there, with the breath, as you were saying. Yes, the 9D, there are like those 9 different modalities going on at the same time, and you are there with your hands on with the Reiki. And what else do you do?
Exactly. So that's the Reiki element, but it's I think also if I feel that someone is needing more my presence. A couple of people have come up later saying, how did you know? Why did I cry? And then I can, understand. I said, are we experiencing, we had a surgery, we had a major trauma, the car accident. Like, what's your body holding on to? Oh, yeah, I did have some situation 2 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, but if your body still is holding on to it, then when your body feels safe, it will give the cue, okay, it's time to let this go. And when we feel, at the end of the day, my motto is, when we feel loved, we feel cuddled, and we feel open, and we feel that love in our heart,
Yeah.
we surrender. We are able to relax and to let go of that old way. I mean, what you're saying, like the inner child, I think I've done it 7, 8 times, but it was only when I did the inner child the last time, instead of looking for my inner child, through my mind's eye or through the journey, the inner child was in my body. And so we were just having fun. And it's much more, more that inspiration to be, I'm spontaneous, a lot more spontaneous now. And it's like, hold on, I plan, I organize. But on the other side, it's that sudden little conversation with somebody that you realize, wow, we have a lot more common than we think, or taking that minute to talk to the neighbors or somebody in the store. And, I saw a gentleman on crutches today, and it was like, you know what? I'm not in a hurry. I've been on crutches before my hip replacement. I said, you can go in front of me. Are you sure? And I said, yeah. I said, I've been on those before. And I said, I'm feeling from the heart. Let's give you some space, So it's stepping up to give that service to others. I've done the corporate space, and that was a good experience, but it's more about how can we help each other? And when we help each other, we all are helping ourselves and others, creating that community, which is, your urban retreat. It is only one day together, but the beautiful beings that arrive come with that, curiosity for all of the different modalities, all the different facilitators. And that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. And, it's like, I'd like to also present for the people like the modalities that I find that they really work.
Yeah.
They really, really change and shift lives. Those modalities that help me myself, on the personal or physical, emotional level. And yes, finding people that are willing to share. It's like with the good hearts like you, it's like you got so much going on, but you always find the time to come and to share your beautiful modality, which we call the 90 breath work. And you do this for this one. Are we going to have that one, no? The theme.
Yeah. So I think, so as you and I were describing, some journeys can be, what are we wanting to clear? So is it that inner child, or the traumas, or the stagnant energy, where this is a reminder? I think in my world, the 2 principles is, we either believe we are not enough or we are not worthy. When we draw it back to,
Oh,
yeah,
I think like for most of the people struggling in life, We just like that. We don't think that we are enough, that we are not good enough, that we don't deserve to be happy, that we deserve to be happy, that we deserve to be loved, and so on, because of the circumstances that it was coming before, that were before. And it's like, then we sabotage whatever we are kind of entering into the new, whether it's a relationship, the business, or something. It's like that background is on. So with this breath work that you are doing, the 9D breath work, and especially that theme, you are enough, it's absolutely fabulous. And I remember, like, everyone during our urban retreat, they're always like, oh my God, what was that?
I think we hear that phrase, but when you've got, an hour of setting the scene, getting the body to feel safe, and as we begin to do the, active belly breath or, conscious connected breath work, and you're listening to in this sound with the eye covers. So while we're coming as, a collective individual, community, we are all doing our individual journey. So it's a low, slow, and deep breath. Your body at the beginning, you might feel tingling in the fingers and toes. It's the, little activity. You might feel some tightness around the mouth. But what's so beautiful is when we can get to this space, what we call transient hypofrontality, and the brain gets quiet. We dial down 40% of the energy and the oxygen to the prefrontal cortex. And then it allows us to go into the subconscious. And the body, when we're giving that scream, we're allowing the somatic system to help reset the nervous system. And then people are saying, oh my gosh, the words, the lyrics, it's almost, in a sense, it's poetic wording that we don't say that enough to ourselves. We don't express, we don't feel that enough. And for me, that's what's really, people come out going, wow, I've done a nervous system massage with my breath. And I feel much more calm. I feel more balanced. And I want people to realize you've got so much more power using your breath in just a few minutes. If you come for these longer journeys, you're going to walk away going, I felt like I've just gone away for a weekend. And we did in a very short amount of time. You do a lot of internal loving along the way. Which is
I love that. I love that. Lots of internal loving. Yeah. And it's so important to truly come to those moments, like you really love yourself. And we are here to love. We are here to share love, and to try to embrace ourselves as much as possible, to give ourselves whatever we need, because only from that heart full of love, full of blessings, you can actually shower somebody else with all that abundance that you are, all that light, the love, the peace, or things. But you got to get your mind clear. You got to get your systems clear. Yeah. And here, when we say the deep soul connection, how this relates to the 9D breathwork, Caroline?
So from a deeper soul, I think most of the people that come for the first time, at the end of a journey, they're like, my mind is quiet. And they are feeling a new connection throughout their body. So at every single cell, we've brought in lots of oxygen. We're doing a breath hold, so we're shifting the gas exchange. But the body, I think it's from a new soul. Let's say when we finish the long journeys, it's probably 30 to 45 minutes of people just sharing what they saw, what they felt, what they visually experienced. And so it's from a soul connection. We are in a 3D physical body, but when we can go into the breath or you going into meditation, there's so much more in the energetic field that we can see through our third eye, through our mind's eye. And to me, when you're in breath work with beautiful sounds and your eyes are covered, there's nowhere else but to go inside and connect with the soul.
Is that suitable? Because the people, they ask, like, I don't do meditations. I don't do nothing. How actually the session of 9D breath works? How does it look like?
It's a great question. So, and I've been to 3 of Dr. Joe's, so I've practiced, I wouldn't say I've mastered, but I've used meditation along my own healing journey with the hips. But what I found after the hips, so my body could walk and I could function, But it took me 2 months to do a breath hold. My body still thought, oh, you're going back under anesthesia. So the body is so protective. So if somebody's struggling to meditate, let's try breath first, because the breath, you saw how you felt just in those 2 little rounds. The breath, as we begin a 9D journey, we will be doing slower breath before we do what we call the active breath work. But when you've got all of the sounds, the eye covers on, maybe a blanket over you, and the body feels safe to go into a meditative state, to go out of, you and I are talking in the beta brainwave. When we start to go into the alpha theta imagination, more the meditative state, when the body feels safe, it will allow that sense of calm to come into the body. So I think it is, if they're struggling to do any meditation, then to test it with breath work. But when we're doing it with a 9D breath work, they will experience a new sense of calm that they didn't know was there. And it's quite easy on this journey to find it. But you've got to be a little bit of curiosity and a little bit of courage. No, what's the word I'm wanting? Curiosity with courage. Because it is, you can come and like, let me put it this way, there are some contraindications. So let's say if somebody is pregnant, then I would advise they can listen, but they cannot do any breath holds because it can activate early labor, which we don't, you and I are not fit for that. It's not, if somebody has respiratory issues or heart issues, I have quite a few clients that do have asthma, but I work with them so that they're comfortable. Their body knows what we're going to do. They have their, ventilation, their what's the word I'm looking for? You can tell I've gotten so removed from asthma. Their asthma pump, okay? But basically, the body, when it feels safe, it will give you that space to go deeper into the breath work and experience a calm, a meditative state of brain. When they finish, guaranteed, the room is like hanging at the alpha theta brainwave.
Yes, it's all about feeling safe. Let's see, isn't it? In the whole life, we are more creative when we feel safe.
Exactly.
Yes, when we feel safe, our whole body, our whole system functions much, much better. So especially now in this fast running world, everything is changing so quickly and we want like things like this. No, I don't want to wait. I want it now. No, and so on, all those mind games.
Mm-hmm.
You have to this and this and that. And then we don't really breathe deep enough anymore. And our nervous system is like very tense. There are more people with those
high anxiety
disorders, high anxiety. Well, I know because like I'm one of those with the very speedy lifestyle and being everywhere and just all the time on the go. So I realized not long ago, maybe that few months back, that actually for all those, well, I'm 53 now, so for so much years, I've been living in survival.
Yes. Yep.
Because of the life circumstances that I have created, they were presented to me or whatever, and it was the survival. And I was like, oh my God, my adrenals and kidneys are actually getting me on the edge because I will deliver always, no matter what. But then the body pays the price. And if I am not able to reset my nervous system, which I actually do because I've been teaching Kundalini Yoga for such a long time, I do this Rise and Shine every single morning when I sit down with myself and with the others and we share. It's like lots of beautiful pranayamas, the breath works, the exercises to move the body, the meditation. The 1 hour goes like this and the mind is like, it's like really in that equilibrium. So I know that I am able to do so. And it's just like from that space for us is much easier to actually say, hey, hold your horses.
Exactly. Who's driving my ship today? Not you.
Yeah. So all those modalities, when we work with the breath and when the way we can actually help, or, well, help. Not everyone wants help, but many people need assistance.
Yeah. And I like to say it's really, if they're saying yes to the breath, then trust that the body knows what to do. So if there are, emotions that come up, so the mental mind at the beginning of the breath journey will, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm tired. It'll give you a bunch of blah, blah, blah. And, all they have to do is just keep focusing on the breath. Physically, they might feel some tightness or tingles. It's all okay. But when we get past that, that's the beauty of it. And if that emotion comes up, then it's ready to be released. It's ready to dissipate so that you're able to, find a new connection within the body at a singular cellular. And it's, to me, coming with curiosity instead of control. That's the best way to come into a 9D. Curiosity to, explore. Yeah. And I think what I love about the 9D, the sound, and of those 9 dimensions of sound, what they've mastered is the latest in science and technology and sound. That when you put those together, the children that I work with that, are on the spectrum. When those kids are listening to it, it calms their systems down. It allows people to, as you put it, we are overstimulated, overcharged, be it our phone, our computer, our work, the energy we pick up when we're on public transportation, it's it's all there. And you have to pick and choose. Do I want to bring that home, or am I going to clear that stuff off? It's not mine to
Yeah, but you got to bring the awareness to that. I know because I've been using it. And here we got your website. On your website, you have a couple of free exercises, no? Breathing exercises.
Okay, 9D, exactly. On the 9D page, we've got two, a 9D, a 5-minute activation and a 5-minute down regulating. So it is carolynwade.com. You've got an E on there.
Okay, let's go back to breathwork here. Now you see, I'm like, whatever.
You're going to be free oxytocin for that laugh. Thank you.
Whatever I was thinking. Anyway, I meant well.
There you go. I love it. Yeah. But also, what we'll do is when we load this up, I'll also put the sample link to the breath work, because then, again, the more people can just practice. To me, when everybody probably has a cup of tea or a cup of coffee sometime in the day, and even if it's decaf, you can do breath work while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, full stop. So to tell me you don't have time, you got time. It's learning how to create that discipline, but as a sense of, it's my self-love for me, that I'm going to give that moment of just pausing my breath.
Mm-hmm. I can tell my story with the 9D breath work when I was preparing, I think, a previous or before it's like the second women retreat. I just had 1 month to put everything on, and I felt so anxious, so stressed. How I'm going to do it on my own, and with all of that being, so I was like waking up during the night, so anxious, and because there was lots of tension on myself, lots of stress. Like I put myself into it, and then I had that from you. Those 5 minutes, and 5 minutes, and those 12 minutes, I think, activation. No, 12 minutes. Yes, that was one. So when I had like so much going on, I was putting the headphones on and I was doing those 12 minutes. 5 minutes was too short to me to calm myself down and to get into that clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it that I want to do? Not to procrastinate, not to say, oh my God, I can't do it and hide under the duvet, or like, hey, let's do something else. All those excuses that we all make. So, I'm not, I'm also that. I can work with that.
You're always learning about yourself. And I think that's the life is about learning and discovering and connecting with our mind, our body, and our soul.
Mm-hmm. So exactly. So here I did find that with that 9D breath work, those little exercises, like I was able to get more clarity and that willingness to actually finish what I have started. And it appeared that it was beautiful retreat as always. And it was just like, oh my God, we all did it. I did it. And I was so like thankful to myself and to 90 breathwork that actually that was the modality also that brought me to that moment of realization. And that's why I always, it's like, invite you to bring that 90 breath work to our urban retreats, amongst many others, because we're going to have a yoga of alignment, intuitive dance, 90 breath work with Caroline, then the songs of the heart, living in the multiverse. This is the kind of the workshop, Kundalini Shakti Flow, that would be me, and the Gong Journey with Joanna, and we have special guests too. So all of those will be present during the urban retreat. But for you, Caroline, because you're going to be, this is the number 4 urban retreat run at College House on Sunday, 28th of September. For you personally, when you bring the 90 breath work to, because this is also a limited period of time because we all have to fit in one day and we share our blessings. How is your overall feeling about the urban retreat and the way that you are able in such a period of time deliver such a magnificent modality to all those people that they gather?
Yeah. So I think the headsets bring such a quality of sound, and we bring eye covers as well. The setting itself gives, the 80%, when they put that headset and eye covers on, they go, okay, I will probably give a squeeze of 1 or 2 human garage little maneuvers just to, again, help them get out of the brain and into the body. For me, it's then going around and just with the Reiki touch and that presence, people realize, wait a minute, if they're breathing too fast, I will be looking. There's a low, slow, and deep. There's a rhythm that I want them to follow. But it's for them to go on an inward journey. But it's the quality of it. They can go onto the website and listen those 5 minutes when I'm working at the osteopath clinic, when we've got lots of people coming in. All the osteopaths are like, oh my gosh, Carolyn, they only did 5 minutes with you. But their body was so much more relaxed. They could do deeper work than the people that come in all wound up. So, I've been practicing, basically 90 has been in my repertoire for like the last year and a half. But it's also the breath work that I've learned was critical and used every day and sometimes multiple times in the day on my own healing journey. So I'm speaking from not just a practitioner or a facilitator. This is a lived experience. First as a mom of a kid with asthma, then me who's coming out of, double hip replacement, 2 at the same, 2 for the price of 1, right? But it was how I had to calm my nervous system down and work with my body, because once it felt safe, the healing could expedite. And, they say you're healing a lot quicker than we would expect for doubles. I'm like, well, okay, you don't know me then. That's all right. So, yeah. But no,
That's true.
I have, for instance, like I've got a journey coming up this week, and I have a participant who's done many 9D journeys all through YouTube or online. But he's like, Carolyn, I want to come for one of your in-person events. So the collective community, they're coming as individual participants, but guaranteed by the time we finish the 9D journey, it's a community is created, a collective circle of people that are speaking and coming from their heart when they finish their 9D. So
it is so true. It's like completely different dimensions open up. But this is because we are touching our hearts, we are touching our souls, we kind of getting a grasp of who we are, and all that, understanding that this is the time to actually let go.
Yeah.
This is the time to recognize who you are, and surrender to the magnificent being, that multiverse that you present. And it's just extraordinary journey, and it's like the ecstasy of living, and you just step into that and you enjoy it, and you are able, you carry that beautiful light. And then the people, they ask you like, what is it that you do? I said like, well, my best.
Yeah, exactly. And the more we're coming from a place of feeling safe and being at home within, then it's, I look at life as about, what are the new experiences? What are the memories that I'm making? What's the new insight that I'm going to learn today that I didn't know yesterday? So you can stay in the same routine and do the same patterns every day, but from a Dr. Joe perspective, and your reality, if you want to change, you've got to change your personality. So we've got to learn new modalities, new ways of expanding ourself. And breath is, to me, one of the most powerful tools to connect with your heart and soul. Mm-hmm.
That is so nice. I'm so looking forward to yet another session with you. Yes, of course, at Urban Retreat. And here we got again the Urban Retreat number 4, the lightness of being. Why is the lightness of being? Because I like to live in the light, in the lightfulness. I really enjoy life. And with whomever you are, wherever you are, to really appreciate that the company, to bring so much love, so many blessings, instead of complaining, compliment.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like really like do something amazing for the other person who is in front of you, the group of people, and sharing all those modalities and all those amazing people. And I'm so grateful, Carolyn, that you did say yes. And because this is something extraordinary. I think like that 90 breath work, the somatics, and that suggestions that are there going at the same time, especially for our here, yes, living in alignment, but here we are, you are enough, you are loved, and you're connecting to the source, or if not source, God, whatever you call it, you are connecting to yourself, to your life, and yes, to your life. And it's like, what is it that I want?
Yeah.
What is it that I want?
Just for the audience, 9D, we are testing 6 schools this autumn in the UK. And there are other countries we're going to start to roll it out. And it's, we have a place of prayer or meditation in schools. The aim is, let's also have a room where kids go, I need to reset my nervous system. I need to go breathe. And we have ones that help with anger, with anxiety, with overwhelm, when they're needing to get focused. So 9D is for adults, for children. I work with elders. Everyone can always learn to breathe differently in a new way and feel better. And there's no side effects from it. So you can't beat it.
So the only side effect is like you get calm nervous system and you get high.
Yeah.
In the natural way.
Improving your respiratory function, which at the end of the day, it's our heart and our breath are the two that we have to keep actively, and if think of it, we are massaging your nervous system. So if we can be reducing that stress and, helping the body feel calmer, once you've gotten a taste of that in your body, then you're like, wait a minute, hold on. That's really not that difficult to create, but you've got to be able to get that practice and that come with that curiosity, and courage. But also in the sense of, I'm not here to control it. I'm here to experience life in a new way, which at the Urban Retreat, they will definitely walk away having experienced something new in their body, mind, and soul.
Exactly. So here we are, beautiful people. Once again, the sessions that we're going to have on that Sunday. And the early bird tickets are available till the end of August. So a few more days. Get it now. So you got a nice ticket, nice entry. So we're starting with the Kundalini of alignment, yoga of alignment, which is going to be Iyengar yoga. And then we got the intuitive dance, which is like really to relax the body, right? 90 breath work. So you're going to work with the breath and with the suggestions, like how to come into that you are enough. Songs for the heart. Yes, the girls, they're going to chant and sing, and we're going to do this alone to open up those channels, to allow ourselves to voice our truth, to say like, yes, I am enough. Yes, I am loved. Yes, I am loving. And whatever you want to say, you're able to scream there as well. So, you go into your
permission.
And whatever anger is there or frustration, or you just have like, maybe for the very first in your life, you're going to scream properly.
Yeah.
Yes, all this has to go. And yeah, So all of those modalities, they're going to bring us to that beautiful equilibrium. Living in multiverse, that's another event run by wonderful girl that has that access to this multiverse and will show us how easy it is to actually tap into that greatness within you and see that you are creating your own realities. And the Shakti flow, which is of course very beautiful, very graceful movement, which I'm going to run, and the Joanna on the Gong journey, absolutely fabulous. So we are there, we are all friends, we know each other. We create that really, really beautiful family together. You are cordially invited to join us. And it's absolutely beautiful day. And meanwhile, here, if you'd love to jump into Caroline's page, see what she's doing. In a couple of days, you have a fabulous journey where I'm going to be there on DMT experience and human
activation. It is beautiful. I've got almost a full house. I might have one or two more spaces we can squeeze them in, but it's big demand. Lots of people love this journey.
Exactly. So let's do that together, and yes, let's bring the fabulousness of our modalities. Let's merge. Let's create this absolutely amazing event. Not only Urban Retreat, to which I also invite you, obviously, but any other thing that you come up with, or maybe you have something that you'd love to share, your own story of how you make through. How was your journey from the darkness to the light, from suffering to actually enjoying life?
I think I guess I had an early accident, got thrown off a horse when I was 18 and went into a coma. I don't remember the accident, and it's more what the family and friends told me. But I couldn't remember people that came to visit me when I was in the hospital. And in the 80s, there wasn't really, other than, hey, let's do a CAT scan or, let's check out your brain. There was no tools. So I kind of found my way on my own. But I think it gave me a new context of just, wait a minute, who am I? And it activated for me. It's my intuitive gifts have always been there, and I didn't quite know what they were. And then as life has developed, and I've been fortunate to live and work in 11 European countries and all these different places that were maybe not in my native tongue, but I was feeling the energy of the communities that I worked with. So it's got me giving such a balance of what am I feeling, what am I seeing, what am I thinking, what am I hearing. So my multimodalities, but it's also my multi-sensory approach. And the breath work, they've all kind of layered on how I've applied, but they're all lived experience tools that have taken me from major eczema, and every Western medicine cream I could take, nothing worked. Went to study the biomagnetism, and it's been gone for 3 years now.
Congratulations. That's the systems they find us.
Yes.
That's how we come across.
Yeah.
By the period of trials. And but yes, once we have it, we know it works. And this is not the thing that you actually learn over a couple of hours on the tube or on the internet, but it's like really properly done, the proper training, the proper story, the proper alignment, and the wisdom and the knowledge that comes from it, where you can actually share that, but also hold space, safe space for the others, because this is very important. Whatever we do, let's create a safe space for everybody so we can really release and let go of the control and allow that our extraordinary self, our soul, spirit, just like to emerge.
Yeah. No, there's so much more that our body will hold on to until it feels safe to let it go. And the breath work, all of my modalities, that's what I'm loving about them. And the human garage, it's all of these are things that people can learn to connect with their body and reset their nervous system. So watch the space. You're going to start to see some videos of me in all the different YouTube, TFL, you name it, wherever I'm going to be in London. I'm going to be practicing my human garage because I don't care. It makes me feel better. So
Exactly. That's why I always say, rise and shine wherever you are. Wherever you are, and you can do it anywhere.
exactly.
You can really do it. You are breathing everywhere, whether you are aware of it or not. But how about you just stay there and you go like,
Yeah.
you hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you release. You can do that everywhere on the loo. You can do it in the queue, and it's just like, oh my God, it feels so good.
I've
Stress
got a
relief.
big meeting and I'm nervous. I have to present something. It's like, God, use it. It's a tool on the fly. You've got your breath in your back pocket. You just got to practice and
Beautiful.
find the tool.
So thank you so much, Caroline, for contributing this precious time to share your wisdom, to share that beauty, to share your experience. And of course, we are all inviting you for our urban retreat where you can have more of that and really practice it, because it's that talk doesn't do much. Of course, you got to understand the logistics behind that. But then it's like when you step into the practice, that's where the miracles do happen. And that's where the healing happens. So we are cordially inviting you. Come and join us. Find us, Carolyn, here on her website, on Facebook, on Instagram, the same thing. And we're going to post the links to our socials, to the tickets.
And the little breath work, I'll send you that. We'll put that in there as well. Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's going to be there. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you. God bless you, my dear.
Thank you, sweetie. Happy end of August. And I look forward to seeing at the end of September many new faces.
Many new Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So beautiful people. That was our fabulous Carolyn Wade, and she, with her 90 breath work and other modalities. But here we are focusing on the 9D breath work. Oh my God. You see, this exercise that you're going to have, it's like really, I felt it straight away. It was like, whoa, so resetting, bringing the clarity in on my jaw, really many personalities that are talking constantly were kind of like pressed and really focused on what we are here to do is very beneficial. You're going to have that later. So keep in touch with us. And tomorrow evening at 8, I'm inviting you again for another live with fabulous Joanna Billy Gong-free woman. Then we are going to talk sound. We are going to talk gongs. We are going to talk vibrations. And of course, what's up with what's going to be there at Urban Retreat. Without further ado, beautiful people, here we are, sessions, and here we got the tickets for the Urban Retreat. Remember that early bird is till 31st of August, and then everything comes to original price. Nevertheless, whatever is the half price, full price, is still worth it. So many modalities under one beautiful roof, with so many masters, with so many healers. This is the day to really take off, leave the normal work that you are having, take care of your kids, of your partners, and so on, give them everything they want. And this is the time for you. So dedicate that time for you. It will give you abundance of benefits. So much love. I am Wiola Diamondheart, Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. I do retreats around the world. So join us. Join us. Have a beautiful time. Sat Nam.